Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So today we have this bridal series kit from SXC. The box is so huge that I couldn't fit it in there. So inside they have like the smaller box that comes with everything, and then there's another box with a lamp. So we're just gonna go ahead and get into this unboxing real quick. There is a pamphlet here. It shows, tips how to apply with dual forms and also paper nail forms, and it also shows the kits that they have on the back. This brush is so adorable. This is a standard oval 6 brush from the SXC collection. It has the spatula on one end and it has the Polygel brush on the other side, and I love their brushes. They're by far the best that I've used so far. So on top we have the 6 polygels, and then on the bottom is where all of the other stuff is. So we have our standard double thick paper nail forms, some awesome Louis Vuitton stickers that I'm excited to use. We have 6 different sets of rhinestones. There are some like heart shapes. They're all different shapes, and then they have little teeny ones that go along with them, and I do use these. They're super adorable. And then we have a 180 grit hand file. This was bent. I tried to bend it back into place, dual forms, and then there are some flat back charms that it came with, top coat and base coat, and that is it. So I'm just gonna pop these out real quick. I love how big these bottles are. SXC always has big bottles, just like Gershon. I love that about both of them, but anyways, look how adorable these are. And then I just wanted to show my new bracelet my husband got me, because I don't know if you've noticed it in the last video, but it was an early birthday gift. It's a Juicy Couture watch bracelet. I just love it. Anyways, so this is the lamp that it comes with too in the kit. It's a sun mini lamp, but it's actually a little bit bigger than a mini lamp. I'm gonna save it for a future giveaway. So we're just gonna go ahead and get into swatching these for you. This is adorable. Soulmate. Sweetheart. Blessed. Glamorous. And last but not least, forever. And here are all the colors. I think that they're beautiful. I am going to use the first 2 shades in this look. I didn't want to go overboard with all of the colors, so I just chose 2. And I chose the 2 that I thought complemented each other the best. So in this video, I am actually going to leave my filing on the video, because I've had a few people request to see me file. So it's really important to file before you apply your polygel, like to put your shape down as precise as you can get it. So when you go to file again after you apply your polygel, it doesn't take that much to get your shape back to where you want it to be. So I'm just gonna go ahead and shut up and let you watch me shape these up, and then I'll pop back up here in a few. So I'm going for like a medium length coffin look. And every time you see me pause, it's because I'm helping one of my children with their schoolwork or they have a question for me. So after I shape up, I just go in with my e-file to blend in the nail tip to the nail bed that I created on my fake hand. And I am using my old hand because I had these nails prepped on here for quite a while. And I just wanted to go ahead and make a set with them. So I am using my old hand and I hate it so much. So anyway, I am just taking the shine away and blending the nail tip into the nail bed with my e-file here. And then we go ahead and move on to doing base coat. And I am just using a regular sanding band that came with this e-file that I had purchased from Amazon. I will try to link everything I use down below in the description box, just in case you're wondering. I'll try to do that with every video, just in case, you know, you want to use the same things that I use. So anyways, yeah, we're gonna go ahead now and go in with our layer of base coat, and then I'm gonna cure that for 30 seconds. So with this look, I didn't want to do something over the top. I wanted to stay with like the bridal theme, making like a realistic bridal set, which I wouldn't even know where to begin, honestly. So in my mind, I thought, you know, kind of like a wintry wonderland in a sense, like colors. And I just went from there. So the pinky is going to be an ombre with the two colors I chose, and the index will be a reverse ombre of those two colors. The ring and middle finger are going to be the lighter shade, and then the thumb's going to be the darker shade. So I'm just going to shut up and let you watch me work for a little bit, and I'll pop back up in just a few. So when doing an ombre with Polygel, you always want to lay down the Polygel color you're going to use on the tip first, and then cure that for 60 seconds or more. And then you're going to come in with your cuticle bead of the other shade and layer that down. And then you're going to cure that for 120 seconds. And then I go in with a layer of clear Polygel, and I'm using McCart's for this look. And I do a layer of that over the ombre, so when I file, I don't mess it up. And then I cure that for an extra 120 seconds as well. So I have been doing a two-bead method lately with this Polygel, and I really love this method of applying. I feel like I can build my apex up so much easier using this type of method. So with the two-bead method is basically like what I do with the ombre, but it's not an ombre. I do the tip bead first, and then I cure that for 60 seconds, and then I come back in with my cuticle bead and I build my apex correctly and blend that out into the tip, and then I cure that for 120 seconds. And I really just love the way I can shape the apex doing this method. So I'm just popping back up so we can talk about the giveaway I'm having now. The other one did end, but I'm having another one, and I will link the video up above that talks about the rules of that giveaway. I just feel, like I'm able to do this, and I really enjoy making people smile, and I know that I enjoy doing nails on my own so much, and it's so much fun that I just really want to be able to spread that to other people. If anybody has any questions, they can always ask me about any tips. On this video, I am going to leave in my filing because I had a subscriber ask me if I could leave in my filing. So I am going to do that this video, guys. I usually hand file off of camera because I struggle a little bit with my head in the way, but I did it for y'all. And I do hand file only. I use my e-file in the beginning, but right now, when I go to file down, I just use my hand file because I really actually prefer to hand file. I feel like I have more control for whatever reason. Anyway, yeah, so now I'm just gonna shut up and let you guys watch me work. A helpful tip when you're applying your polygel near the cuticle area, you don't want to have too much buildup down there in your cuticle line. because it won't be easy to debulk that area if you're going to use a hand file. And if you don't have an e-file, that it's just going to be really, really hard to do with your hand files. So what I find really helpful is when I take my Polygel brush and I just kind of like swipe along my cuticle line with the Polygel brush to clean it, to create almost like a space, but not too much. You don't want it to look like your nails are already grown out, but you also don't want it to be too bulky to where you can't, you know, clean it up with your hand file. So I just thought I would talk about that real quick, just to remind you ladies that it's really important to have your cuticle line really, really neat and clean for filing purposes. And that also helps not, you know, tear up your cuticles either. This is another reason why I really hate this old hand. The cuticle line on the thumb, like the whole thumb is like lopsided for whatever reason. It permanently is lopsided, like naturally on its own. I don't know why the nail bed is crooked. So this nail always comes out a little wonky looking. So I'm really sorry. Remember to go in with some alcohol or some slip solution and wipe down the tacky layer after you cure your polygel so nothing sticks to it. So we're just gonna get into the hand filing now. I find it best to get like up under the nail when you're filing the shape back down, because it will leave kind of like a thick edge if you don't. So it's really important to get up under there to get the edges really crisp and clean. So I'm just gonna let you watch me file. I don't know how to really explain what I'm doing. I'm still learning how to explain and do my voiceovers without sounding like a dumbass. So anyways, I always shape up the sides a little bit, and then I go over the top with the rougher side of the file and file down, you know, if it's too bulky on top. And I just go over it over and over until I get it to where I like it. So I'm just gonna shut up and let you watch me work. As you can see, I switched out my hand file. I just prefer this curved hand file that I buy from Sally's. I will link that down below in this description box. I just like it for the cuticle area because it's curved. I just love it so much. It handles much better than any hand file I've ever used, so I will always use these. So I just want to give a shout out to SXC because their polygel kits are the best. They have the best polygel. They always have so many goodies in their kits, flatbacks, rhinestones, I mean, just everything. I love their kits. So let's get into our decorating part, our nail art here. Didn't really know where I was going, honestly. I didn't want to do something like overpowering to cover the polygel, but I did want to use some of these stickers, and I did want to use some of these rhinestones, and I do use some Swarovski crystals that I have as well. So I am just going to shut up and let you watch me put this stuff on. And there is a part where my phone died for a few minutes and I come back and some of the rhinestones are applied on a few of the nails. So anyway, I'm just gonna be quiet now. So for anyone new here, and this is the first time watching, the way I apply my rhinestones is I apply a layer of gel, like nail gel glue, and I'm using McCart's Pod gel glue, and then I add a layer of top coat over that before I add my stones, and then I cure. So I don't cure the nail glue or the top coat until I add my rhinestones. And then when I cure it, it's just like, it super locks, it super holds, and then it makes sure that there is no tackiness, you know, from the nail glue because the top coat is over it. So if you haven't tried this way and you have, you know, like really big bulky stones that you like to use, this method is amazing. You can use any top coat over your gel nail glue. Okay, so I'm done applying the stones, and I'm just going to add some cuticle oil to this jacked up cuticles on this hand because it's just awful. And then we are finished. I hope you guys had fun watching this tutorial. I hope it was helpful. If you guys ever have any questions, don't forget you can ask me at any time. I will answer them as good as I can. So anyways, yeah, thanks guys, bye.